These are the only 3 lifts you should do, or even can do logically, and you'll see why in a sec. Master these and master all training, period. Then apply these principles to all of life. Lee Weiland, Pacific Rim Athletics, creator of Powerbatics, and welcome to training. And we will go in order of friction, in other words, moving parts that add to risk. The first lift is the most basic and foundational lift you should be doing. The first lift is lifting yourself. Your own body weight, sure, but also your mind. Do both and you will go to new heights. Now by body, I mean all angles. For example, in the handstand element of Powerbatics, there are 6. Learn these and master everything. 1. Regular handstand and one arm. 2. Planche. 3. V-stand. 4. Stalder. 5th, all variations of bent arm, like crab, 90-degree push-up, etc. And 6. Hollow back. All combined into katas, of course. Ninja strength includes total body strength while defying gravity with 10 moves combined into katas, including front lever row, planche push-up, all muscle up and one arm pull-up variations, handstand push-up, front lever, back lever, meat hook, back flag, and human flag. Power moves adds rotation like flares and windmills. Cirque puts everything into aerial apparatus for incredible strength flexibility. And free run includes floor, wall, drops, and vaults. People always ask what we do for legs. This. Drops can generate 2, 3, even up to 10 times body weight depending on the height. And tumbling can generate upwards of 14 times body weight. So we're talking about thousands of pounds of force that requires immense conditioning. And there's everything else body weight related. Track and field, swimming, diving, anything where you're lifting yourself. I'd even throw in board sports and sports where wheels are attached to you, like aggressive inline skating. Okay, so that's number 1, your own body. Master that first. There's no need for any weights until you do. It's like life. Master your own mind first before you go hunting for a spouse or your dream car or $1 million. Master your mind, your body, your spirit. Learn to lift yourself first. Those who are well into careers and marriage and life, it's not too late to master your body and mind, no matter how difficult or painful life has been. We will all face exceedingly dark times and we must learn to lift ourselves. Of course, God behind the scenes pulling us through, for it's Him who works in us. But bodyweight strength is the first thing you need to learn, and it almost symbolizes the rest of life. Second, lift other things. So first is lifting yourself. I mean, you have to be able to lift yourself before you can even lift anything else. You see, this is where friction increases, more moving parts. First thing that might come to mind is weights. I personally don't think weights are necessary, even though I got my lifts into the 400 and 500 pound ranges at one point in life. Once I did, I could see a bunch of things beginning to collide. Ego, health, time, joints, skills I really wanted to attain, life. All of these things started to come into conflict with each other. Constantly striving for heavier lifts didn't seem productive anymore, but rather counterproductive in a lot of ways, including counterproductive to health and even to athleticism. Old-timer heavy lifters will tell you themselves they aren't in an ideal situation because of heavy lifting for decades, and we hear it all the time on consults. That's not to say a base of weightlifting strength isn't extremely helpful. Just don't be a doofus caveman and overdo a good thing, ruining it and your body. If you look through the comments of all of our other videos, you'll see hundreds of people talking about weightlifting injuries. Hundreds. And our channel isn't even that big. But here's the 4 lifts I think are most valuable. Squat, bench press, deadlift, and shoulder press. Get up to as high a weight as you can, like 2 to 3 times body weight level, with perfect form over a few years of study. Then back off and maintain it and work on developing other skills. As I've said other places, Olympic lifting should be done by Olympic lifters and by advanced athletes who have the time to correctly learn and add this as another tool to their arsenal. Not beginners, not even most athletes. It's a skill and a sport in and of itself. And there's everything else you can lift, from kettlebells to basketballs to bales of hay. It's all the same, static objects that you lift with your body. In the same way, there's a broader application to life, lifting heavy objects metaphorically speaking. The hardest things you'll lift will not be in the weight room. Honestly, that's a luxury. Third is lifting other people. Lifting other people has the most friction and the most variables, the most unpredictability, from body type to skill to personality type to emotions to all sorts of things. The first thing that might come to mind is martial arts, judo, wrestling, no holds barred art fighting, freaking hurling people through the air like a monster. But that's only one side. Yes, we should be able to handle ourselves, and I'm thankful for my martial arts background, and it's incorporated at our facility. But then there's the other half, lifting other people not in a destructive way, but in a constructive way. Yet I do value learning martial arts and certain forms of martial arts competition, and perhaps I'll talk about those in future videos. And there's incredible value in it. But then there's also lifting other people, literally, like acrobatics, partner hand balancing, extremely high levels of friction. In all honesty, partner training might not take you to the insane level of survival and gore and senses being flooded with traumatic levels of adrenaline that have adverse effects for life that a fight might, but the training is just as difficult, if not more so, and the risk is sometimes just as great. However, we train people to master their bodies for life, systematically, with a team of doctorates. And if you're stuck in absolutely any area of your training, you can literally talk with us in the next day or two. Not AI, not a bot, not another silly fitness video, but real people, and start real training. If you're not ready for that, then get ready. Yeah, you can watch more of our videos, but honestly, it's just gonna waste more time. So dive in and start training for real. Yes, it's an investment like anything else worth anything in life, but dive in, and I'll see you in the next video.